Alright.
Hello, my name is Dylan Sheffield, and I will be talking about The Metamorphosis today by Franz Kafka. And one of the questions I'll be answering...
My name is Nathan Weiss, and I'm going to be talking about The Metamorphosis.
I'm Alejandra. My book was Their Eyes Are Watching God.
I'm Sydney. My book was The Call of the Wild.
I'm Brooke, and my book was the Kite Runner.
My name is Jean-Luca, and my book is Atonement by Ian McEwen.
Alright, one of the questions I'll be answering today is what symbols/themes would I emphasize during the movie if The Metamorphosis were to be a movie? I would emphasize the theme of isolation. To achieve this, I would basically introduce all the characters in the beginning, like his parents and the landlord and all that. And then I'd... Okay, so for the theme of isolation, I would introduce all the characters in the beginning, and then after the beginning, I would kind of just keep them behind the shut doors and only allow like the audio of like voices through the doors, and then like to emphasize the theme of isolation, Nathan.
Yeah, but
that's
boring.
And then
it's like Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I'm not done yet. And then I would have them as like faces through the keyholes, like as he's looking through, trying to ask.
For an hour and a half?
No, Nathan. This. It's like just the gist of it. Okay.
Oh. Shut up, Nathan.
All right, Nathan, it's your turn.
It's a conversation.
Nathan, it's your turn.
Yeah, Nathan, what do you think about?
I would like show Sam's life before he became a bug, like as a human, and like show his time in the military as a second lieutenant.
Oh yeah.
Which is referenced in the story
That is
from
trash.
a photograph.
That is trash.
Hey, you shut up.
Yeah. Also,
maybe show him like working as a traveling salesman. And like his training profession that he says it is.
It's trash.
Yeah,
and,
I'd also add lore.
Like a lot of lore beforehand. That way you feel connected
just a
to
nice
the character.
background. Yeah.
You feel connected to the character,
Exactly.
so you feel
What about
empathetic.
you, Alejandra?
And then you're like, oh my god, Gregor. So.
Well, my book actually had a movie to it, but a lot of like the main like theme was like lost in the movie, like a big thing, and here was like racism and colorism, and like the movie just completely like glossed over it, just like didn't even include the characters that were relevant to
I
that.
wouldn't do that.
But yeah, like they're just like the movie kind of just became like a romance story rather than an issue about social injustice and like women's issues.
Alright. What are your... Oh, no.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you
Okay.
are, Brooke.
So actually, I watched the Kite Runner movie, and I think it was pretty well. It kind of sticked with the plot of the book, but I do think it did miss out on some of the main scenes that really showed like the character's development throughout the novel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they could have like really touched on more of like the jealousy that my main character had towards the other characters, and showed how he kind of snapped out of it and progressed throughout the book. But other than that, it was pretty good.
Okay, so some of the biggest themes in The Call of the Wild were violence and nature and survival. So I would definitely incorporate like a lot of those throughout the movie. I think that if I would direct a movie, it would probably be rated R to really capture like all of the tough language that they used at the time and all of like the dog fights that there were to really like show the hardship that they went through. So
Yeah.
Oh, me? So I did not watch the movie about Atonement, but if I were the director, and then I would bring the whole entire thing, then I would write.
Carry on.
Now I focus on the characters and maybe more scenes about the whole entire house and where like the tragedy of Lola had happened, and I think I'll also make it like a more tense movie instead of like a dull movie in the beginning. Because in the beginning it's just like kind of like explaining what's gonna happen, explaining the play and the whole symbols, but I think I'll make it more thrilling and more like anticipating for the viewer.
I would do the same for The Metamorphosis because it's really boring when you read it, and then if it was a movie like directly like how it's written, it would be not pleasing for viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like more scenery into it, so like the
Add better visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
more visuals.
That's good. So like what you were talking about, like some like of the violence in the movie, like my book is kind of like that too, except like the movie takes it out. Like it doesn't really show like the harsh realities of like what's actually happening.
Mhm.
And would your movie do that too? Like, would it kind of take away from like the themes and messaging if it were to like be more engaging?
Probably.
Why?
Awesome.
Why? So why would he take it?
Oh, because I don't know. Cause okay, movie audiences are different from book audiences. Like if you're somebody's gonna watch a movie, you're gonna expect something different because you're actually sitting down and like watching it. Like you're I don't know how to explain it. Like you're enjoying it. I don't know. Because when you read something, you're trying to take away something from it. But when you're watching, you're just trying to enjoy it. So like, I'd probably make the Metamorphosis as a movie more brighter and more. I don't know.
Okay.
I like that.
More like personable, like
So I don't
more
think
thrilling. More
I don't-
thrilling. Like
I don't think I would make a movie anymore.
Because-
I think I'd make a documentary.
because the whole book he's sort of trapped in the apartment and he's trapped in his room. I would add more like locations to it, more scenes and
Okay.
yeah.
Were
Expand
your
the
books
setting.
like true to them? Were your movies true to the books? Like, were they like?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah, my book was like it pretty much like stayed on like the topics and like themes of like what I felt in the book, but I do feel like it did leave out some not like important stuff, but I felt like was important in the book. I think it could have like went more in depth. Then again, it was only like an hour and a half. Like
Yeah,
you
like,
didn't want
it's
it to
hard
be like
fit all
yeah,
of
it's hard
that
to
into
fit it all, but I mean I think it definitely did, but it definitely more like I think could have added to make it more interesting. But then again I was reading it whenever I had like my own imagination from the book.
Yeah.
What would you have changed if you had directed the movie?
Honestly, I would have just changed like showing like the main character, like just honestly his growth. I feel like that was such a main part in the book, and I feel like in the movie it wasn't really showed as much. And also, they had fertility issues, like the couple in mine, and that wasn't like really shown like at all, like not that much in the movie, which I feel like was also a big point about like their relationship and how it kind of changed it, and that wasn't really shown that much in the movie.
Yeah, mine too. Like some of like a big thing in my book too is that like the love interest is like a dark skinned man, like, and he's like kind of at times he gets like insecure about that. And in the movie, they casted like a light skinned man with blue eyes, and it just took away from like an entire like chapter of the book. That was
it's annoying whenever they like leave out such a big part.
yeah.
I feel that.
Would you guys change your actors in the movie, or would you guys keep them the same?
I'd change that one actor.
Really?
For
Why?
Sure. Because it, like, having him, like, just be conventionally attractive doesn't add anything to the story besides, like, oh, more people want to watch it because, oh, handsome guy on screen. But what does it really do to advance the plot?
Like the Titanic.
Yeah.
Kind of like takes away from the point. I think I would have casted my characters actually, the same but also different. I feel like the main character was okay. I feel like some of the other characters I think they were just portrayed different, a little bit differently, which I think kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah. Like, in my, like, there's a backstory in the book that wasn't in the movie, and it just, like, some of, like, the things she does don't really make sense without that backstory, and it's just, like, I wish there was that in there.
Do you guys have certain actors that you would put in your movie?
Dylan O'Brien. I like Dylan O'Brien. He's pretty cool. I think he'd be a good cast for one of my.
For
You got it. You got that one.
for the dad, I would put Liam Neeson.
Why? Who's that?
And it's an actor.
I have like.
Wasn't he Qui-Gon Jinn?
Was
Star
he?
Wars?
Oh,
Is he the Taken guy?
He might have been. I don't know.
Well,
But he has-
Why would you pick him?
I don't know. I just imagine
It's the guy from-
Sam's dad as being like this, like kind of scary kind of guy.
Intimidating.
Intimidating. And I don't know. His voice, I feel like, would fit that perfectly. If it's just like if you hear him talking through the doors a lot, and if you like don't really see him a lot, but even if you do, it's like it would be like a good father figure.
I'd have Gregor Samms as Adrian Brody. He's the guy that was in The Pianist.
I thought you said Tom Holland.
No, you.
I
you
said Tom Holland. I was joking.
No,
Why not Tom Holland?
because Tom.
Because he's
Holland's-
British.
He's,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
he's too like innocent senior. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just not.
He's too trendy.
Because the guy in The Pianist, like he's like he can play really like sad, like stressed out roles, and I think Gregor Samsa was a really like
Yeah.
strained man, like especially if in the movie it shows him before. you have something to add.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my main character,
don't touch
Buck is a dog, and I would put Josh Gad as his like voiceover. Who is the voiceover for the dog in A Dog's Purpose, because I feel like he really like puts the emotion into the movie, and I feel like it would like encapture the dog's innocence. And then there's also these two like knuckleheads in the book named Hal and Charles, and I would put the two robbers in Home Alone as them because I feel like they'd like kind of fit the role. So, and then I chose Owen Wilson to be this guy named John Thornton, who was like this really like heartfelt character towards the end, and he plays the dad in Wonder. So
Yeah, those are very good choices.
Those are.
Yeah, that's very
I like that idea of having a good narrator.
yeah.
Yeah, good narrator sets up for a good movie and good
Exactly.
book.
Would you say like the book is better than the movie?
Oh yeah, I definitely think, because I think you can like envision and like make it your own, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can like imagine whatever you want. It's like there's like no limitations.
Yeah. Like
Whenever you get to the movie, I feel like it just kind of like not like a buzzkill after you're just like, oh, like
it's like a husk of what like the
Yeah.
book would have been. Like
Yeah.
I feel like in my book, like some of the side characters really make the book. Like it makes like the community come to life. But in the movie, it's just focusing on like the main characters, and
Yeah.
it just feels like very 2D.
yeah, no, I get that. What do you guys think, the book or the novel?
Oh, I haven't read the movie, so.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Mine doesn't have a movie.
Well,
But
yeah.
yeah,
What
if
would
I
you
were,
guys rate it? Like, what would you rate the book out of 10?
I haven't read all of it, so.
I
Like
also
a-
read like half of my book.
Like
But-
a 9 out of 10.
I would rate it like an 8.5
Okay.
and a
But
solid
a
8.
movie of it wouldn't have like a good takeaway, or like nobody would want to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very bleak.
You have to change a lot of that.
Okay.
I think my books at the beginning was very slow. And I kind of like spoiled myself on Google. So I was kind of like waiting, anticipating like the action moments to like come. And
Yeah.
when I got there, it was kind of like, whoa, this book's kind of cool.
Also,
This book's-
It kind of interested me like more on like how like guilt can like, really like ruin, like guilt and like lying can really ruin someone's life.
Yeah.
Misconception can like, really like take a toll on someone's life and what they can do in the future.
What do you think, Sid?
I feel like my book carries a lot of emotion through it, that it would be kind of hard to like show that in a movie per se, but
Like
I also think that it would be kind of hard to show like everything that Buck the dog went through, because it really follows like his story the entire time. But I think that if it were to be, I think that if I made it into a movie, that I would definitely keep the focus on Buck and not like put so much human interaction into it, so I can truly see like the dog's emotions through it.
Okay.
It feels like animated.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you say that?
Wait, what?
If it was an animated movie.
No, if it just a movie in general.
So will the movie be better?
Well, if I
It'd
made
be
the
cool.
movie.
Oh,
Because there is a movie, but if I made it, I'm saying.
Oh,
So sorry.
Yeah, if I made my movie, I would want to make it like more visually appealing. Because in the book, like nature is like a big thing, but it doesn't come through as much. Besides like the pear tree, and that's the only thing they really use in the movie.
Yeah.
That was good.
Nice.
I think I'll focus
I
a lot
would-
on mine.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Ladies first, Nathan, you go first.
No, I insist. I insist.
Wow.
Burn.
No, I insist. I insist.
Hey.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Keep the violence to a minimum, guys.
Okay, well, the overall tone, like, to get it transmitted through, like, I would definitely use, like, color. Like, you know how some, like, shows or movies, like, use color throughout the story to
To make everything
get a
brighter.
message
Yeah.
across.
Oh, yes.
I guess.
Like
I would
Clues.
definitely,
Clues,
like,
emotions.
like, a lack of, like, bright, vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do like the
Um,
transition, like before, like
exactly.
his life would be more bright.
Okay. That
Yeah.
was that was
Would you
good.
But
make
even-
the movie live action or animated?
It'd be live action. But see, it'd be kind of difficult because he'd have to be narrating the whole time because he's a bug,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and people can't really understand him.
Yeah. I think live action movies also, I think, would catch more people's eye. I feel like no one really want, like, I feel like people, like, put animation movies with, like, younger kids, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
animated movies are kind of like in the past.
Yeah, no, I definitely think I definitely think a live action movie would really catch, like, the reader's eyes.
Yeah, animated movies are so like there's so 2020.
They are. They're really like I don't know. I think there's like
I
a younger
agree.
connotation to it.
Yeah.
I think it's been 15 minutes.
All right.
I
So
agree.
Fantastic.
this was a very good conversation, guys.
Great.
Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.
Bye.